AITA for telling my ex that his stepdaughter's schedule isn't important to me? Ex and I broke up 7 years ago. Our boys are 11 and 10. He has been married to May for 4 years now. Ever since he remarried, our relationship has been high conflict. He tried to claim being married. Having a two-parent household with siblings meant our boys should be primarily with him, and not 50-50 like it had been since our relationship ended. He also sued to have the boys' last names changed from mine to his. Both were denied. He rejected the offer to hyphenate their names. It was very much a relationship destroyer. I was and still am pissed. Not only did he go through the courts about it, but afterward he tried to convince me it would be better for our boys to live with a happily married couple, to have a mom, dad and sisters in one home. I told him they would never have their mom and dad in one home again, and that he should remember that. I'm pretty sure he was unhappy with that, but it is what it is. His wife's girls have some kind of access with their father, but I'm not sure how frequent or infrequent it is. I know it doesn't sound like the kids are in the house at the same time usually. My ex has tried to make this my problem. He has asked me to give him extra days for this or that because that's when the girls are there. Or can I put them in a different extracurricular to the ones they like because the girls are doing something in another place and it would be easier for him. This time, he and his wife are planning a 2-week vacation. He wants me to give up a week with our boys because the girls can be there for 2 weeks and he wants a family vacation. My boys are not close to their stepsisters. This has come up because my ex and his wife have talked to my boys about not claiming sisters when they write about siblings on school stuff. And then when my oldest got a week pass for the trampoline park, he used it while he was with me for him, his brother and a couple of their friends, while ex had asked why he didn't save it to use with the girls as well. He was annoyed that my ex made such a big deal out of it. I said no to the whole vacation thing anyway, and ex brought up the girls again. I told him the girls' schedule with them is not important to me and he needs to stop trying to make it a problem for me. I told him he was not getting an extra week with the boys and he needed to accept it. AITA? Editing to add because I don't seem to have it clear enough. Ex is asking me to fully give up a week of parenting time with my children. He is not offering to make it up, and has been disagreeable to swapping in the past when asking for extra time. Absolutely NTA. You're right. His family is his responsibility. He's being unreasonable. And if he and May keep trying to start stuff with the boys, action needs to happen in the opposite direction. You can't force kids to feel anything, much less affection for a family they don't see as theirs. If this keeps up, talk to a lawyer. The situation is deteriorating. NTA. IANAL. And I don't know what custody law looks like where you are, but is it possible he's trying for more time and more days than you so he can go back to court and claim he's primary because of that faux imbalance? I may be looking into it too much, but he's so consistently asking for more days. I'm just wondering what his endgame is. NTA. I love how his new family is somehow your problem to figure out. I would talk to a lawyer and possibly go back to court. In some places, your sons are old enough for a court to take their opinion into account for custody times. NTA. If your kids are expressing annoyance or even discomfort and the situation is this toxic, consider talking to a lawyer. Sounds like they're involving the kids in issues that should be kept between you parents. You are also right. His family is his business, and if he wants to make that schedule work, that's up to them. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Single-parent families are not less than. Screw him for trying to put that on you. Definitely NTA. You pretty much said it all when you told him his stepdaughter's schedule isn't yours to accommodate. Period. I can see why this guy's is an X. NTA. Before you know it, the kids will eventually decide who and where they want to spend their time and vacations with. You owe him no favors, and the boys don't like their new sisters anyway. NTA. NTA. He's controlling and prejudiced against single parents. Your boys would be better off emo if they stayed with you. A single mom than a happy family with a toxic father. NTA. Absolutely not. Dad's a cheeky chancer. NTA. Taken together. Your ex's behavior appears aimed at marginalizing you in your children's lives. That is hurtful to you and harmful to your children. And you are quite right to resist it. NTA. This sounds like the start of a bad Lifetime movie where the crazy stepmom decides to cut mom out. Totally. I agree with all the comments above to talk to an attorney if this continues at all. Dad is being unreasonable, and it seems like they won't give up because they have some weird views on what families should look like. Sorry you have to deal with this mess. Good luck. He sued to have their last name changed? What was his reasoning? WTF? NTA. He sounds like a literal nightmare. I'm glad your kids have you and enjoy spending time at your house. If Op gives up that 1 week and he will have them 3. Then Op X could therefore, like someone said, claim primary and Op time is decreased. The X has an agenda. NTA. Info. Up, do your boys want to go on this 2-week vacation? I believe that's very important. If not, and given what you've said, then NTA. NTA. Your ex needs firm boundaries. It sounds less like it's about what's best for your children, and more about what's best for him. Info. Does he have a financial incentive to cut your time with your children? It feels like there's some money involved, and he's looking for a way to not pay. NTA. He is trying to erase you. TBH. I wouldn't want to give them any extra time with this attitude. They want to erase you and want to act like a nuclear family. Watch your kids very carefully. Try to learn that if they force the kids to do other things, if it's necessary, get a lawyer and fight for primary or maybe full custody. NTA. NTA. But what do the boys want? Because if they want to go on this vacation, you could switch that week for you having them for a quill time the next weeks. Your children and what they want and need are who come first, not your desire to punish your ex. This seems like it's such an ongoing problem that you should get this officially put into documentation for him to stop harassing you. Because that's what it is at this point. There are a number of apps out there that limit contact, message transmittal to important things about the kids. Please look into seeing if this is something you can get mandated into your custody agreement. NTA. I bet your ex and his new wife are trying to align the kids' schedules so that they have them at the same time, not because they want the kids to bond or whatever, but I bet they want to have time where they have no kids around at all. NTA.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.